The Right to Die Movement, A Quest for Dignity by Willow Smith. According to Shelley E. Taylor, Right to Die. The Patient Self-Determination Act requires health facilities to have policies concerning patients' wishes for life-prolonging therapy. DNR. Do resuscitate order. Life-sustaining intervention stopped. Living will. Give physicians legal protections. Right to Die Movement. Dying is a matter of personal choice and personal control. Physician-assisted suicide. In the heart of the 20th century, a movement began to take shape, challenging the traditional views on life and death. This movement, known as the Right to Die, advocates for the right of individuals to choose to end their own lives, particularly in cases of terminal illness or severe suffering. This movement argues that people should have the autonomy to make decisions about their bodies and lives. The roots of the Right to Die movement can be traced back to the 1970s, with landmark cases such as that of Karen Ann Quinlan. In 1975, Quinlan fell into a persistent vegetative state, and her parents fought a legal battle to remove her from life support. The case brought national attention to the ethical and legal dilemmas surrounding end-of-life decisions. One of the key rights in this movement is having the right to autonomy. Autonomy means having control over one's own life and decisions. Supporters believe that individuals should have the right to decide when and how they die, especially when facing incurable illnesses. Over the decades, the movement has gained momentum, with advocates arguing that individuals should have the right to die with dignity. They believe that people suffering from terminal illnesses or irreversible conditions should have the opinion to end their life on their own terms, rather than enduring prolonged pain and suffering. However, with this right comes profound responsibilities. The decision to end one's life is not one to be taken lightly. It requires thorough consideration, counseling, and in many jurisdictions, the approval of multiple medical professionals. This ensures that the choice is informed, voluntary, and this also means that the individual should not be pressured by others, and the choice should be made with a clear and sound mind. Another important right is the dignity. This means that people should be able to die with dignity, without prolonged suffering or loss of quality of life. This movement argues that allowing people to choose a dignified death is a compassionate response to suffering. Another responsibility is to provide proper safeguards. This includes thorough evaluations by medical professionals to ensure that the decision is informed and voluntary. Safeguards help protect the vulnerable individuals from abuse or hasty decisions. The legal landscape surrounding the right to die varies significantly across the board. In some countries, such as the Netherlands and Belgium, euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide are legal under strict conditions. In the United States, states like Oregon and California have enacted death with dignity laws, allowing terminally ill patients to receive life-ending medication. These laws balance the right to die with the responsibility to protect life and ensure ethical practices. Even though many have been in support of the movement, others have not, starting protests and fights against them. Pope Francis weighed in on the Death with Dignity movement, saying it offers a false sense of compassion and calling euthanasia a sin against God and creation. Critics of the movement raised concerns about the potential abuses and devaluation of human life. They argued that the vulnerable populations, such as the elderly and disabled, might be coerced into choosing the death due to social pressures or a lack of adequate care. Safeguards and rigorous oversight are essential to prevent such scenarios. Despite the controversies, the Right to Die movement continues to advocate for compassionate end-of-life options. For many, it is about reclaiming control over their destiny and ensuring that their final moments are marked by dignity and peace. The Right to Die movement also emphasizes the importance of palliative care. Palliative care focuses on relieving pain and suffering for those with serious illnesses. Ensuring access to high-quality palliative care is a responsibility that goes hand in hand with the Right to Die movement. As medical technology advances and our understanding of suffering evolves, the Right to Die movement challenges us to reconsider our views on life, death, and the essence of human dignity. It calls for a delicate balance between individual rights and social responsibilities, urging us to create a compassionate framework for those facing the end of their journey. The Right to Die movement is not just about death. It is about the quality of life and the choices we make in our most vulnerable moments. It reminds us that, in the end, the dignity of our final chapter is a reflection of the compassion and empathy we extend to one another. It advocates for the right to autonomy and dignity while ensuring that the decisions are made responsibly and ethically. For all those deciding to put their trust into the Right to Die movement. This has been a long look into the Right to Die movement, its history, its challenges, and its ongoing quest for dignity. Thank you all for watching.